Good evening and welcome to another episode of Cigar Corner. I am Cigar and Bar, and tonight we are continuing on our exploration of the Dunbarton Tobacco Trust StillWell Star cigars, the pipe tobacco blended cigars. Last week we tried the English, and tonight we're going to try the Bayou. And I have become quite partial to Perique in the last little while. Last couple of months, really been enjoying some of the Periques. So we're going to give this one and see if we get some nice spice in this one. Smells a little aged sour, kind of like a kimchi can, but this is nice and sweet. Smells very nice. I've just reconfigured the hut a little bit, so I've got more foot room, and so that I've got lots of room for the camera, because this is the first year that I've set up the video camera to record YouTube videos in here. I've decided I'm going to nestle this tripod right back into that corner, so I might as well put my back into the corner and face the camera directly, which is giving me lots of leg room under the tripod, which is really nice. And I've got a table on my left, and I've got a chair over here to serve as a table on my right, which I've got my heater on. Hopefully the heater isn't humming too much, isn't causing too much noise. Got a microphone over here, so it should be picking up me and not so much the heater. Sometime soon I'm going to set up a video in here where I use my really wide angle lens so you can see just as much as you can. It's going to distort and make it look a little bit bigger than it actually is, but it will give you an idea of what the layout in here is actually like and how comfortable it can get. So look for that. We'll try to get that up soon. Something I didn't do last time that occurs to me now would be a good idea is I am going to break away from my usual single V-cut on this cigar, and I am going to cut this StillWell Star in a star cut. Also known as a crown cut. Maybe I'll just do a cross cut. It's pretty soft. I'm going to have too much draw if I cut it too big. That's pretty good. You can see that edge there where I've got the V-cut both ways, so 2 notches on the end of that cigar there. Now I have still not found what I've done with my cigar torch lighter. If it goes another week before I find it, I'm going to buy another one. So I've got plenty of soft lights, plenty of Zippos, plenty of pipe Zippos. I've got plenty of matches. I got tons of matches. So I've got lots of options when it comes to lighting pipes or lighting cigars. But I do like the convenience of a nice, quick torch light. So I'm going to buy one, and then the one I've lost is going to show up again, which is just what happens. But let's get into the cigar. Like last time, I'm going to light it and get a little bit of a feel for it before I actually look into the notes and see what's there, as I haven't looked yet, or at least I haven't since I bought it, and I don't really remember what it said. So I'm going to give this a chance to impress me all on its own. A little more of a breeze today. The smoke's drawing out my draft hole a lot easier here. That's, you got immediate spice, particularly on the retrohale, and it's got some saltiness to the wrapper. That's nice. Yeah, that saltiness is a little overpowering right now. That being a typical cigar wrapper leaf on there. The previous StillWell Star that I smoked, the English, gave me lots of cigar notes up front, which transitioned into pipe notes in the middle, and then kind of mellowed out to just kind of like flat tobacco notes by the very end. So if this follows the same pattern, then it should be rather cigar heavy right on the first quarter or third, and then it'll start waking up more of the pipe notes. Now, I'm not saying I'm not getting any pipe yet, but I am getting a little bit of Perique spiciness, which is nice. I'm hoping that I get a little more. Getting a little further into this cigar now, I have to say it's tasting more cigar-like than it did off the bat. Right off the bat, it was spicier. Not quite as spicy as something like an Enclave with that closed foot pepper bomb on the end. Yeah, it's mellowing out. I'm not sure what I was expecting from Bayou other than Perique, but it's not hammering me with it, which is, I suppose, a blessing for the cigar smokers for whom this kind of cigar is designed to open up the world of pipe tobacco flavors in a gentler way, in a different form factor. I have to tell you, I don't think that there would be a way to create a really subtle Lakeland blend tobacco in a cigar. It would just be something almost repugnant, I think, to a lot of hardcore cigar smokers. To, hey, what do you mean there's rose and geranium in this? It's creamy, though. Creamy mouthfeel. A little bit of what I would call the kind of sourness you get of a wine gum in there. This is actually taking on some of the creaminess and spice that I like in the Watch City's Ahab's Comfort. There's something else going on in this. It's not quite just Perique. Well, now that we're down a little bit and starting to change the flavor a little bit, let's see what the manufacturer has to say about what they put in it. As per Smoking Pipes, offered here is the Bayou No. 32, a combination of bright and red Virginia leaf with the most select St. James Parish Perique pipe tobacco added to a medium-bodied Nicaraguan cigar leaf. It rewards the smoker with a classic, entrancing, and relaxing experience, the ideal everyday smoke. I have to say, this is quite a nice, creamy smoke. Not as sweet as I would expect from a Virginia. I think that's probably tempered a little bit by the Nicaraguan leaf. There is a sweetness in here that's a little bit like chocolate, like a creamy chocolate with a dash of cayenne on it. So it's got some spice and some creamy sweetness and a little bit of sour wine gumness to it. It's really nice. And I find myself wondering if I took a little bit of some of the more Nicaraguan heavy cigar leaf pipe blends and blended them in with some of the more Bayou themed pipe tobaccos like the Cajun Cake, if I would get the similar flavor profile. Could be quite nice. Could be something I could do with the cigar leaf tobaccos that I'm not so fond of. The one that comes to mind that I was excited for and found to be not quite up my alley was the Haunting by Warped about a year and a half ago on Halloween. And got 3 tins of that, opened one, haven't finished that jar, haven't really felt inclined to reach for it when I've been going through my cellar. I might try and blend a little bit of that in with some of the more Perique heavy blends. Maybe even some of the St. James blend from LJ Peretti. I think that could be nice. We'll give that a try, see if we can't recreate something like this flavor profile in a pipe. Getting a fair ways down now on this stick, I'm more than halfway through. And the flavor is dissipated. It's more of a straight up cigar flavor now. Still has that Perique spice on the retrohale, a little bit of spice, but it just seems like it's getting lost in a lot of that Nicaraguan leaf. I have to say, though, I really do like the band on this cigar. I haven't quite decided what kind of craft I'm going to do with all the cigar bands I've been saving. But these ones are definitely going to have pride of place on something, on whatever I do put together with them, because they are just gorgeous. They just have a really nice color and a simple design to them. They look really nice. Just a little bit of a side chat on other things upcoming in the channel. It is winter here in Canada. It's routinely getting down to about -15 every night at this time of year. And I have been busy with a bunch of winter camping. I've been trying to get out every weekend to do some cold weather camping and to shoot a video on it. So there's going to be some camping videos coming up peppered over the next few months before the weather starts to turn and starts getting warmer. And then I'll try to do some more warm weather activities. I'm going to try not to put up too many camping videos, because while I do include some alcohol and tobacco content in those videos, this is predominantly an alcohol and tobacco channel, and I'm going to try not to get down the rabbit hole of record everything that I do and put it on YouTube. But I do like camping, and I do think that camping is a fun time to get out and experience tobaccos. I got into tobacco not quite exclusively because of camping, but back in high school we smoked a lot of cigars and pipes when we were out camping, and so it seems a natural fit to me. If it doesn't seem a natural fit to you and it seems like a odd inclusion in this channel, well, let me know. I'd like to think that I can justify it, but if the interest in those videos tends to wane, I'll maybe change that up. But drop a comment below or on any of the camping videos that I've got up so far. I'll put some links above so you can have a look at those and tell me if you like those, or tell me what you think about camping videos. Like I said, I'll try not to overload the channel with other content. That's just about all I've got time for this Cigar Corner this week. So I'm going to wish everyone out there in YouTube land a smoky Thursday evening. Hope you've got what you want in your hand and you get to enjoy something fun. Try to find something new or something tried and true, something that makes you happy, something that will get us through the bleaker, colder months of the year up here in the Northern Hemisphere. I am Cigar and Bar, and I will see you next time on Cigar Corner. Cheers.